I can sense it. An entity crying in pain and sadness. Someone crushed by their sorrow. I can feel it. So sad. You want to give me a little bit of information? Sadness replaced his kindness. Then hatred turned to malice. The kind old Egil is all but gone. Ah, Egil. Also, did you know that fear turns to suffering? I think that's how it goes. How you doing, Kafaria? Have you heard my husband is making a weapon? I know we need a way to protect our precious village, but I worry that something might happen to him.
Yes?
We just made up after all that fighting and now this. I have to worry about him hurting himself with a dangerous weapon. I guess I should leave him to his own devices. But he should learn to think about my feelings before being the hero. Yet, we solved that one already as well. Alright, we are done here in the village. Not done here in Fallen Arm, though, because if you remember, I do, because I traded there a couple times. There's an area down here with a couple people. And yes, I'm gonna get the collectibles right there. It's just too tempting. I'm already running. I might as well get them. Alright, so I want to head down here. Because if you want to get stuff for Rhine, this is where you gotta go. Did some trading here. Definitely. We're getting close to figuring that out. You know, I never realized that Ricky, puts his wings up like that to grip the wall. I don't use Ricky in the front too often. Never noticed that. Alright, we'll get all this. There are some good things here as well. They can spawn here for trades. Those are none of them. So, we can see a little bit of Mykonos, but he's got both arms. Egil does some great handiwork. Let's go with that. How you doing, Theo? You know there are other Homs here besides me, don't you? One always brings food for me. She's pretty nice. There's a rumor that the other one used to be a big shot soldier. Big shot soldier. Apparently that's a little bit difficult to say. I wonder what's happened to the guys I fought with in the war. There's one guy in particular I'm especially worried about. He was never much good at anything, you see. I was lucky enough to survive, but he might not have made it. If you give me a name, I could let you know. But no. Zarkort? Bazatrox was happy? Really? That's great. Then my idea worked. It's all thanks to you. Anything else? I imagine it must have been difficult to find Bazatrox. I suppose they need to stay hidden to keep watch. Yeah, that they do. Do I want... Is this level 4? It is! Alright, I'll take it. We will do some gem crafting actually pretty shortly. I have done quite a bit of it off screen, but I saved some of the good stuff for now. Let's go ahead and... Actually, we're done here in Fallen Arm now. Those are the only two areas that I really wanted to go to, where I knew there were people that would at least mention something. I was hoping that they would mention something better, but they didn't. Let's go to Mykonos Field, and we will see if anybody has anything to say at the Machina Refuge, which is the only other place that I wanted to go to today. Not too much talking. Alright, so this is going to be level 4. Definitely, and I could use some stuff from there. Alright, so here's the shop. Let's just double check in case I am going crazy. You don't have anything. Come back if you need anything else. I am far better than that now. Oh, they spawned me right inside. They usually don't do that. Alright, so let's talk to a garrison troop. Why are we here? We're observing the Mekon's movements, checking how strong they are and if they're preparing for battle. We take all the intelligence we gather back to the village. So, nothing new then, huh? This isn't an easy job. So your intelligence doesn't talk about the war, but someone's got to do it, right? Knowing that I'm protecting the village makes it feel worthwhile. Where's Bazatrox? There you are. I'll be leaving here soon. It's been a long time, but I'm going back to Zarkort. Yes, we have done everything to make her leave here, which is what I want to do. I'm a bit worried, though. Will he have me back?
Yes.
I've heard all about you. You're going to stop Ego once and for all, aren't you? Then you need to go up even further. This is only the Mechonis' thigh. Our capital is inside the head. Yeah, I was there.
Yes.
Actually, didn't take that long to climb the Mechonis compared to the Bionis. Just keep on going up the same way you got here. The capital is just past the central factory up ahead. I know it won't be easy, but we're all rooting for you.
Me.
There were times when I thought I might forget about him. But now I just think that absence made my heart grow fonder. Now we have to make up for lost time together. Alright, we'll talk to you. Doesn't seem like there's too much going on, though. Are you looking for Ego? Then the final battle must be near. But we've still got a job to do. I'll stay here and continue to monitor the Mechon's movements. And the final battle? Relatively coming up. I did say that you could beat the game around level 70, right? So, there you go. You did well to find us here. That slope must have been quite slippery. But we have to hide out in this place so the Mechon don't find us. Alright, well, I guess that's it. There's not too much going on here. Yeah, I don't need to climb down. You can put your wings away. He also does a flip when he climbs up. Interesting. The things you learn when you control Ricky. We will check one last area. This is just occurring to me now. We'll check Agni Ratha. I don't think that anybody's going to be here, but if they are, they will be at the central tower. We can also check the shop, but I'm pretty sure I've purchased everything that I want to do here. Also, I need that. Clearly, I need the electric cricket. How you doing, shop terminal? Lovely day outside today, isn't it? You don't have anything that I want. You suck, shop terminal. I demand a discount. She should be gone, right? Vinaya? She won't be here anymore? Granted, she's not like on her affinity chart, but I don't believe Mikal is either. There's definitely some people that are so important that they don't register on your affinity chart. The game's just like, you will remember them. You don't need any kind of reminder. Alright, so it won't be around the outside. It would be in here, if anywhere. No, she is not here either. Alright, so that is everybody talked to in the game to this point. That is a lot of people. And yes, there are more. But for the time being, we'll head back to Colony 6, which is the only place where I still need to do work to get the affinity up to max. Plus, I like the hanging out in Colony 6. I like the music there. Not necessarily as much as like Gower Plain, but I don't want to hang out where there are monsters. Also, there are collectibles here that can be quite nice for me. We'll go ahead and make it day once more. Get that. Sure, I need the Insanity Mint. Alright, so we have some work to do. I'm going to go ahead and switch the party around slightly. Ricky is not going to be useful for this. I'm going to bring Shulk in instead. Dunban being at the end is probably fine. Alright, so we're going to do some gem crafting. And I've done a significant amount of this off screen. I've narrowed down everything to pretty much the main things that I want. So we're going to sort by color. We did pick up a couple new things that I probably don't care about too much. Yeah, the Revival HP up and the Blaze Plus, not necessarily my favorites. Blaze Plus is useful in certain situations, but I already have more than I need, as far as I remember. Buff Time Plus, also not that big. Strength Up, though, that I do care about. So let's see what I can do with some Strength Up. 117, 120. We'll start with 120. And since I just have the one quality, we are definitely sticking with Shulk and Rhine. Did I mention that I've done quite a bit of affinity off screen? I should show that off, but we'll do this one, and then I'll show you what it takes to get that. So 10 to 15 turns between these two. And the affinity between the other party members also helps. So let's speed this up. Hey, look, party support. From 3 people, 4 people. There's only 1 person left. I don't think we got it from Dunban. We got heat off of that. We didn't get mega heat. I was hoping for mega heat, but we were close. So strength plus 49. To be honest, I still have a few of those as well. let's continue. We'll do one more. One more, and then I'll show off the work that I've done. All right, looks like that's all that I'm going to be able to do up to 89. What's this one? Slow resist. We might as well add that on too. Ooh. You know what? We'll leave it as is. 94.89. Even though it's still 2, with 2, I still like sticking with Shulk and Rhine. When we get up to 3 qualities, then it changes. But here, Shulk and Rhine is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 party supports. That's everybody in. Didn't get a heat, but we got some good strength and slow resist. Yeah, I already have some good stuff. So let's take a look before we continue on at the work that I've done in the affinity chart, purely for the sake of showing what it takes to get to this kind of level. I've done a significant amount of gift giving in trading for this. We'll go over it more in detail later, but here's just a taste of what I have done off screen. This one was the worst. Took the longest, but everybody is now up to either purple or pink heart affinity. It's not maxed out. We will max it out at some point, but I had to kind of take a step back. Like I said, I spent a long time on this. I think I clocked myself at 7 hours gift giving in 2 weeks. That might not even have been everything, but I tried to focus on what heart-to-hearts were available to us right now, because there are still heart-to-hearts that are not available to us, particularly with Rhine. He wants to talk about stuff later on. Everybody else seems content talking about stuff now. Dunban seems to be the most popular. He's only missing Rhine. Yeah, he's the most popular, and Rhine is the least popular right now. Only 4 purple flower cloud and 2 pink hearts. That's it. That's all he's got. So that's what I have done. I'll talk about that a little bit more, but I wanted to show that off to show off what I'm able to do with the gem crafting, because if we're being honest, you don't want to use any of the quality 5, well, the level 5 gems or crystals or cylinders or any of that kind of stuff. You don't want to use any of them unless you have maxed out everybody's affinity. At least in my eyes, that's the way that I look at it. You want the best possible chance. You possibly also want to save before you do every bit of gem crafting. It is super important at the end. All right, so that's that I wanted to take care of. The other thing that I wanted to do is not days up. No, I want to do ether up. Look how much ether I've got. We are going to do the best that I can here. All right, 169. This should easily get me mega heat. I got this consistently off screen. It's random, so it's not like it's my skill that's changed. You need to get 300 points here. And you guys have been good at that so often that I will be upset if you don't do it here. There we got a fever. It wasn't a very good one. There we go. Easily got up to mega heat. With what, like 5 turns to spare? All right, mega heat. 2 of them, and they're maxed out. Increases ether by 50. I will say these are not the highest ranked gems possible. There is a rank 6. But for now, this is awesome for us. And I should be able to do that relatively often with the party set up the way that I have it. Yeah, I like sorting by color. It goes faster that way. Ether up, and let's get going. What do I got? Can I get under... I can't get under 100 anymore, so we'll go for the 171 here. And we'll get me another set. 2 ether up by 50 gems. And I will go over the other combination that you're supposed to use often. This is the one that I like using the most because I primarily like to focus on having just 1 gem quality. As a result, they're really good. Shulk and Rhine. It's honestly my favorite. It's not always considered the best, but it works in almost every situation for me, so it's sometimes the best for me. All right, that's 94, 82. All right, so we got up to 122. This is going to be a bit of a push for Mega Heat. But I'm still counting on some good numbers. Definitely better than what I have equipped on a lot of people. I think it's finally time to get Ricky and Melia up to full ether ups. Just a regular heat. 48, so we were close. We were close. Still have a little bit more work to do. Like I said, we're going to be doing a little bit of gem crafting today. I think that was it. No, I also care about double attack, which is here. Double attack is also really, really nice. We can get up to 92, and then this one was better. So 127. Once again, it's going to be a strong push. We are going to need probably a fever to get this maxed out.
I'm all over that.
If you guys could do it, that'd be great. Oh, we got some good numbers there. There we go, Mega Heat. Yeah, we got some good numbers off the party support. So that definitely helped. Increases the probability of performing a double attack by 30%. I'll take it. And we will continue on. We still have a little bit to do. Primarily, I think, on agility up. I think I had a few of those saved. But as you can see, I've done a lot of work. We had this full when I started. There were 10 pages. I got it down this far. Ether defense up, I mean, I guess. You know what? This might be a good time to show off the other party. We'll do these two together. And we'll see if I can't get... Yeah, there we go. There's a good one. We'll get Ether defense up and Blaze defense up to over 100% right off the bat. And we'll bring in the other party that's supposed to be good. And that party is Dunban as the shooter. Qualities grow stronger when flame is constant. And Fiora as the engineer. Because as you can see, her strong flame is terrible. Her medium flame is great. And her gentle flame is terrible. As a result, we should be getting a consistent, constant medium flame as we craft. That's the idea. It doesn't always work in my experience, but this is what I am told can be the best combination for gem crafting consistently. Because Shulk apparently relies too much on fevers, but honestly, I haven't needed them too much. We'll see how this works, though. Yeah, now we have to load because these people aren't in my party.
Sure. No
Consider it
problem.
done.
Move this bit.
Like this.
All right, medium, but there was a gentle. We keep on going with medium. And there we go. We got up to heat. We didn't get... We honestly weren't even that close. We got 47 ether defense and 22 blaze damage reduction. I believe that normally goes up to 25 and this one goes up to 50. So that one gentle flame threw us all off. That's why they say to save before you do every bit of gem crafting. But that is the other combination. That is the other one that I am told works pretty well. The ether defense up, I can still do one of them. So let's do that. Once again, we'll bring my solid, always doing good work for me party.
I'm all over that.
Just always doing good stuff for me. Even, what the hell? You barely got that mega heat. Yeah, that one goes up to 50. So, there you go. I prefer Shulk and Rhine, even if you don't get fever. The other one, the Dunban and Fiora, although that's what a lot of people have recommended, I feel is too reliant on randomness, which is what they say about Shulk and Rhine. But we need more agility, so we'll go for that as well. Trying to get as much, stat increases as I can. As many of them as I can possibly get, that is the goal. Alright, so we're up to heat, up to level 5. That's honestly good enough because agility is actually pretty common and you can't increase it by all that much. Alright, we will continue though. There's a little bit more work that I wanted to do. Let's see what else I have. Do I have any more agility? Not enough. Physical protect, attack plus, ether down. I don't think I care about anything that's orange. It's just not my favorite. Muscle up's not bad, but this is where I wanted to show off well, the other grouping, the Dunban and Fiora, but honestly, I'm not seeing things all that great here. So, auto attack stealth is good. This is primarily supposed to be used as a 3 quality build, so I guess we'll go with that. Sure. What I really want is that auto attack stealth, but not going to be able to get that all the way up. So, Dunban, Fiora, this is your job. This is what you guys are built to do. Gentle flame throughout,
No
please.
problem.
Well, sorry, medium flame throughout. Yeah, did you see how that worked? It was like 1, 2, 3. I just don't like it as much. But we got good footing 5, quick step 4, and auto attack stealth 4, which I think is better than what I had, but that's it though. That's all the gem crafting that I wanted to do. So let's talk about the affinity, because we're going to be doing this for a bit. I have done a ton of trading. I have done so much trading that I can actually show it to you guys. I've done well over 1,000 trades and gifts. I'm not exaggerating. During this time that I've gone and talked to people, I've done that much. I can sort it by number, correct? I gave them away. All right, so there was one thing that I was getting as an overtrade when I was trading for Dunban's Prairie Dragonflies, and I got over 99 of a certain, of whatever that overtrade was. I think it was a lizard of some kind, and I found out who that was best to give it to, and I just gave them to him, and it worked all right. Another thing that I can show to kind of show how much I've done is these quality web fibers were an overtrade. These rock crabble shells were an overtrade. Those were for Shulk. I can't remember where I got the web fibers. But like I said, over 1,000 trades and gifts. As a result, I was finally able to get everybody up to purple and pink affinity. I still have some work to do, but I'm going to save these for later. I need to have some work to do later on, right? I don't want everybody maxed out before we get to the final part of the game, and before bonus videos, I want to save at least a little bit for that. But what I have done is I have gotten everybody up to the pink heart affinity if they have a heart-to-heart between them that is available before the big event. So we will be going through all of those heart-to-hearts. There are a lot of them, especially with Fiora. Remember that we had a couple affinity links between Fiora and other party members. Melia comes to mind. That was green when we started. I believe both Ricky and Melia had green affinity with Fiora when we started. I had to get those up to pink, and that is no easy task. I think I've talked about the numbers of it before, but traditionally, the best gift that can be given to a party member in a game gives you 30 points. Shulk has a real easy one to find. You go to Shura, you trade for the stuff, you get 30 points every time you trade it to Shulk. You gift it to Shulk, I should say. To get from one level to the next, it takes 1,000 points. So 1,000 points divided by 30, it's a lot of gifts. The problem is the last affinity upgrade from purple to pink is not 1,000 points, it's 2,000 points. So that is what took the most time, getting people from purple to pink. But I went ahead and did that. I would go over the list, but I've gone over the list before. It's the same stuff. I was just trading away all the items that I had. I gave away all of the element dusts, I believe, that I had. I gave away other collectibles that weren't as good. I traded away everything that they would take, essentially, in order to get that done. But it is done. And that is all that we are going to talk about today. When we come back, we will come back and do a ton of heart-to-hearts. We still have that to do. I will also go over the items that you will need moving forward, or at least items that I would recommend that you have. You don't necessarily need them. There are other ways to get them, but the game is not necessarily kind in this one respect. There are items that are relatively easy to get now that you will need later. And a lot of times the game doesn't tell you what they are. They are possible to get later, but they are much harder to get later. So I'll be going over that list. It's relatively long, and I want to show that I do actually have all of them. But for now, that is going to do it for these parts of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. I've been BallerScoop. I've been joined, as always, by my excellently crafting party of Ryan, Shulk, Fiora, Ricky, Melia, Charlotte, and Dunban. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.